So today is an awesome day for Ho'oponoponoing, I think. So for those of you who haven't had much to do with that practice, it's an ancient Hawaiian ancestral practice that's used anytime something's not great. So when I say anything's not great, the best story I can think of to tell you about this mantra is the story of how it came to the world. A guy called Dr. Joe Vitale had heard a story and then followed it up and met the man who the story was about. So Dr. Hulen was a psychiatrist at Hawaii State Hospital, psychiatric unit, and the clients or patients in there were mentally ill, very dangerous, terrible crimes, along with mental illness. So the environment in the hospital was very dangerous. Staff did not stay for more than 3 months at a time because of the danger. They would often be attacked. All of the patients were either chemically or physically restrained because they were so dangerous. And it was a terrible environment. And they found it hard, I think, from what I can remember of the story, to find someone to work there because of its reputation. And Dr. Hulen, who is a Hawaiian psychiatrist, took the job, and his agreement was, I'll take the job, but I'm not going to do consultations. And what he did instead was he would pull out the file of a patient or a number of patients, and he would read what they'd done. And as he would read, he would keep chanting, "I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you." And the reason that is because in the understanding of what is self, capital S self, there's nothing that's not self. There's nothing that's not me. And that's because the thing that is creator or creatrix is in everything, and it's conscious and it's awake. So whilst I am an individual called Sue or Parvati, and there's a tree outside my window or outside me, separate from me, there's that part of reality. But then if we're coming from the truest part of our consciousness, then I am the tree outside, and I am the person on the screen being looked at by you, and I am the blades of grass in the ocean, and I am the person who committed the crime, and I am the organizations who want to vax us, or who want to control how we live our lives. And whether that's about vaccination or whether that's about another kind of oppression, racial oppression, sexual oppression, whether it's about control out there, the viewpoint, the place Ho'oponopono comes from is, well, I am that. And so I can play my part to make it right. And if I am that is too big a leap for you, and it can be, then you could bring it down to the massive things we're seeing out there are inside us, no matter how small. So for instance, we might say, I'm not a murderer. And yet maybe we walk on ants, maybe we kill spiders, maybe we spray mosquitoes. In a way, that's a murder, isn't it? Because we're killing swarms of insects, parts of creation. And we would call that helpful to us because of what it does. Now, whether you agree with killing mozzies or not, that's not my point. My point is everything that we see around us is reflected somehow inside. And even though it might be being reflected at volume 10 out of 10, super loud, what it might be reflecting is something tiny or quiet in us. The fact remains there's a bit that's tiny or quiet in us, and if we can transform that through this practice, then we can transform what we meet in the world. Well, let's get into our hearts. Safest place to be right now. And I'll just get us to connect first a bit, and then we'll ask Anjani Devi to do our welcome to country. So just connecting with your heart, your breath, and the heart center. And let your out breaths be a giving of love, and your in breaths be a receiving of love. So breathing the breath of love, connecting with the I am presence inside you and all around you. Good. And feeling the earth beneath you, the country on which you sit right now. And use the breath of love to connect with the country. As you breathe out, let the love pour into the earth and opening to the Aboriginal construct that country does not mean just the land we're on, but it's the totality of everything in it as well, including humans. It's the sky, the trees, the various birds, the songlines, the animals, the plants, the rocks. That's what country is. All of it. So sending love to your country. And I can guarantee you, as you breathe in, your country will send your love back. Big thank yous coming out of everyone for country. And Anjani Devi, if you would do our welcome to country, thank you.
Hi, Parvati. Hi, Hanumani. Thanks, everyone. For connecting with your heart and your land, as we acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, our First Nations people. We give thanks for our elders, past, present, and emerging. We offer blessing today for everyone with the hardships that they're facing, and we ask that it be gifted to the earth to be transmuted into love. We acknowledge all elders, past, present, and emerging of any tradition that's represented here today. Whether you're born here or not, you're here for a reason, and we thank you for being here. Thank you.
Thanks, Anjani Devi. So really open to the richness of the place you're at right now. So really having appreciation for that. And as Anjani Devi said, whether you're born here or not, it doesn't matter. You've been called here by your heart and by your soul. So we call on the infinite absolute oneness that pervades all things, including us, on Mother, Father, feminine and masculine, intuitive, logical, all of the two that arise from the one. By all of the names, we ask that you be here. We call on our spiritual teachers, the guides, gurus, rishis, and sages who shine the light of unconditional love on our paths. We call on Mother Earth and all of the mothers of the kingdoms of nature, the elements and directions. We call on the blazing nourishment of the sun, the cycles of the moon, and the spirits of the planets and the constellations that are the backdrops. We call on the spirits of the seven sisters, on the great central sun and the mystical sun. And we call on the full soul presence of every person here. And the I am within us, creator or creatrix within us. And our personal teams of guides, teachers, and friends from the spiritual hierarchy who love us unconditionally. We ask that the doorways be opened for the ancient wisdom of being in oneness with creation, of the open-hearted awareness and attunement to life. And we ask for blessings from those ancient ancestors for the opening up of ourselves to oneness with the isness. May we all understand oneness in such a way that we don't know where we end and the next thing begins. May we play our part today through coming together in unity. May we play our part to foster unity, inclusion, the embracing of all of creation. We give thanks today for all healing that we experience and that is transmitted to humanity and the earth. May each of us play our part today in the unfolding plan of peace, embracing all as oneness and uplifting where we can. In full faith, so be it. Okay, connecting with the violet flame. And letting it pour down. And as you do, let the walls around you disappear. And let's find ourselves in our beautiful wilderness classroom, where vast and ancient trees surround an enormous clearing, a big clearing. A fire burns at the center of the clearing eternally. And there's lush grass and a feeling of welcome here. The trees are ancient and vast, and 4 pathways exist through the forest that surrounds us, to the north, the south, the east, and the west. And approaching us along those paths are many representatives of the animal kingdom, and the plant kingdom, and the various parts of the mineral kingdom, the earth herself, the ocean. And they approach along the 4 pathways, representatives of the mycelium kingdom, and they join us today. Violet flame pouring down through you, and just repeating after me, I command all negative thoughts, negative vibrations, negative energy, and all pockets of trapped emotion to leave my body, mind, and energy field now. Taking a deep breath in and breathing out through everywhere. And even if you're feeling blissful and happy, hold that feeling for those of us who are a bit grrr. And so let the violet flame flood through us all. And say, I'm grateful for my feelings. And I choose to release all anger and frustration that would hold me back from doing the good work today. And take a deep breath of the fire in from above. Breathe out wherever you feel your grrr, your anger, or your frustration. Good. And we ask that a beautiful Mother Earth appear in the center of our circle above the fire, which does not burn the earth. It illumines it with love. because in this space, the fire is the oneness, and it and the earth are deeply in love with each other. That's it. So it's as though the fire creates a further out golden glow for the earth. So what if we say, we ask today that our meditation and our chanting be offered into the mass consciousness for healing, transformation, and liberation. And breathing in and expanding with that prayer. Good. And just let that fire keep coming through and say, I choose to dissolve and release any anger-fueled thoughts that would limit my capacity to truly open my heart today. Take a deep breath in and out through everywhere. And again, in and out through everywhere. Say, I ask that all judgment I carry for anyone or anything be transmuted into accurate perception and deep compassion. Breathing in and expanding and releasing through the throat, in fact. And say, we call on the spirit of Hawaii and the ancestors of Hawaii. And we ask for your empowered blessings in the utilization of the practice of Ho'oponopono. And breathing in and expanding through the heart, and then opening to whatever component of what's happening right now is most frustrating or most challenging to you. And holding that, and then let's ask, say, I humbly ask that the prayers offered today not only transform the current situation, but may these prayers flow back through time to every event which this event echoes. Take a deep breath in and expanding and opening to, okay, these are This event right now is another expression of events that have happened throughout our known history, particularly of the Dark Age, which is a systematic oppressing of various people, a judgment and control, and the use of coercion to have people comply. That can be said that coercion is used on Mother Earth herself. We attack her, we dig in, we pull stuff out. That's a violent and aggressive act. Now, sometimes it's helpful for us and sometimes it's not. Sometimes she offers us up things that help us in our world, and sometimes we should leave them well alone. The animal kingdom has been used in many events and ways throughout our history, which is unacceptable. So we're going to ask that we send the mantra through ourselves, being one with everything, to the situation now and what frustrates us about it, or angers us, or upsets us, or scares us. And we're going to ask that it flow through that current situation, but also the echoes of similar things through the past. That's it. So the words are, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm going to play the Sushumna version. You can do this as spoken word. That's how Dr. Hulen did it. Just constantly for hours and hours on end. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And before we start, if I can circle back to that story for a moment. After a very short space of time, a matter of months, the patients began to show massive signs of improvement in terms of their violence. They were able to be unrestrained and have more freedoms. Staff became safer at work and stayed in their positions for much longer. And eventually some of the patients who had done their crimes in a state of mental illness were even able to hold personal responsibility for those events of crime. The power of this mantra is remarkable, and there would be many of you in this room who have stories of your own about the power of the mantra of Ho'oponopono. So I'll start the recording and we can sing, join in whenever you like. Emotions may come up, which is a good thing. Let's sing through those emotions, okay? I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. I love you. And think about the parts that most poke for you. For me, there's a few, you know. My core wound is about people not being included or wanted. And so I have a real flare-up energy around that component, the exclusion component or the privilege component, all play into that. I have a thing around medical oppression and medical control. But wherever your feelings are strongest, direct it into there. Let's keep going. And thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. I love you. And becoming aware, we're going to return to the Ho'oponopono shortly, but becoming aware more specifically of things. And so for me, I'm going to ask that the spirit of forgiveness flow through myself and all circumstances where people have been excluded for being themselves, where people have been left out, locked out. And we can see this as a racial thing very easily, as a sexuality or gender thing. We've seen that in history. But get really brave now and drop into, well, where do I exclude others? Where do I not have the time to pay attention? Where do I get eye rolly at someone and dismiss them? That's when do I get eye rolly and dismiss them? That's excluding. Do you know what I mean? So if we could all repeat after me, say, I ask that the spirit of forgiveness flow through my conscious and unconscious self and correct all mistakes made in excluding or diminishing others. I ask that the spirit of forgiveness clear this now. And take a deep breath in and expanding through the heart. And that example of rolling the eyes at what someone has to say, our egoic vehicle might want to say, oh, that's not harmful. But ask the person who has been eye-rolled, did it hurt to be dismissed in that way? And they're probably going to say, yeah, there was a bit of a pang there. And my point is, I guess, that it doesn't matter how low the volume is for us. Sure, an eye roll compared to you can't leave your home for 6 months are vastly different. And yet, at the essence, they are the same. So we ask that the spirit of forgiveness fill and fill and fill us. We ask that the spirit of forgiveness fill us and the situation, and breathe it to such a degree that it begins to emanate from and through you. And also we see it go to the earth that's at the center of our fire and saturate into the human astral field. Our thing may be, I'm going to give us a chance for you to, not out loud, but say in your own space there what it is you'd like the spirit of forgiveness to flow through. Because there's so many of us, there'll be many components of this. For some, it will be the threat to children's health. For some, it will be a more political feel. But ask that the spirit of forgiveness flow through us. And so, for instance, if the potential harm to children is of deep concern, like something that's a pang for us, because not every component of this is a pang for us. If there's a pang for you there, then ask that the spirit of forgiveness flow through any time there's ever been threat to children. Or any time we even waved our finger in a threatening way at a child. Let's get really down into this. So thinking of your part and being in oneness with that thing, and say, I ask for the spirit of forgiveness to flow through this now. And may the spirit of forgiveness, the spirit of gratitude, and the spirit of love bring us all into unity. and really resting in the heart. And singing along. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. May the spirit of forgiveness flow through any time we've ever used force in any way or in incorrect way. Wherever we've used coercion, manipulation, no matter how small, may that be transmuted by Ho'oponopono. Whenever we've lied, may that be forgiven. Please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. Please forgive me and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. Please forgive me and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. I love sorry, please forgive me and thank you. I love you. For any lies we've told, manipulation or coercion we've engaged with, for any time we've been deceitful, for any time we've pushed instead of allowing, we ask that the spirit of forgiveness flow through us all and that we be in oneness with all things. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Speak it with me. Raise your hands with the palms facing forward and really directing it at Mother Earth in the center of our circle. We're going to say it 12 times to start with. So, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Seeing the world in front of us, and asking that to saturate into the astral field of every country. And to saturate into not only the COVID situation or vaccination situation or the situation regarding this, but also everything else that this situation is reflecting for us. Other forms of oppression, other forms of division, other forms of isms. 12 more. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And breathing in and sending love from the heart to the earth, which looks in this view like it's separate to us. It's something, there's a me and an it, a subject and an object that I'm sending love to. In truth, that's illusion. It's just the oneness. That's it. And then for all crimes against humanity and crimes against earth. Let's do 12 more. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Breathing in and flooding that through the planet and humanity in front of us. That's it. And then still being aware of that earth in the center there, breathing the fire in from above, electric violet flame, and out between the eyebrows, directing it to the earth. As we ask that all of the actions, the laws and the rules that make no sense, may all of those things be dissolved and transmuted. May light flood into wherever there is darkness or obscuring of truth, wherever there is harshness or violence or aggression. May this flame dissolve away those things, and may light flood in and illuminate, awakening the minds rapidly and more rapidly, awakening the minds and the spirits and the hearts of humanity. May light pour in. May light pour in and illuminate. That's it, standing or sitting, but being together with everyone here and knowing that exponentially greater power than our individual power flows through us right now because we're together. Common purpose, common heart, common spirit. May light flood into this situation all over the world. and illuminate, and illuminate, and illuminate, illuminate, illuminate. That's it. That's it. Good. And then letting the light that comes into you change from electric violet to brilliant white that is shot with rainbow color. And pour it in all around the world, through the world. Illuminate, illuminate, and liberate. Illuminate and liberate. Illuminate and liberate, please. Thank you. And see the light wrapping around and permeating the world, saturating in, and may the veils be removed. Thank you. Taking a deep breath in and expanding through the heart. You can put your hands down if you've still got them up. And let's just put our hands in the prayer mudra in our wilderness classroom and looking around at the other people in our group, both incarnated and inner plane friends. Your personal team, really connect with your personal team right now. And our deepest gratitude to our teams for guiding us in our lives. We thank the spiritual teachers, the masters, the rishis and the sages, all of the wisdom keepers, the ancestors, and the wise ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May we continue along our path of sovereignty of the heart in service to the divine plan. Sovereignty of the heart in service to the divine plan. Sovereignty of the heart in service to the divine plan. Thank you, 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 thank you. And just gently using that breath of love again. Particularly, I would ask you to connect with your country again as you're doing that. The country you're on and the ancient custodians of the country you're on, connecting with them. And when I say that, I don't just mean the people. I mean the the rocks and the trees as well, and the spirits of the land. Breathing your way back, really feeling your feet on your earth. And breathing that love all the way back into your body, wriggling your fingers and toes and opening your eyes. Beautiful. There we go. How was that? Good. Excellent. Feel free to share this with your friends, the recordings, and also that we're running them. You can connect them with Hanamani, I'm sure, to put onto the MailChimp list. So thank you for coming and throwing in yourselves. Love you all. Mwah. See you soon. Bye. Bye.